Hey guys, what's up? My name is Avialence. This is Ask Avi, a bi-weekly Q&A show where I answer your questions and stuff you guys want me to talk about. It's becoming more of like a conversation or discussion where I give you guys like a discussion and then they're like, hey, let's talk about blah, blah, blah. And today we actually have a question that's not really a question, but more so a topic that I really am happy to talk about. And especially since you guys recommended it, I really want to talk about it. That is Battlefront. Battlefront. I love Star Wars. I always have loved Star Wars. Actually, 4 of my Ask Avies so far have been somewhat related to Star Wars. Star Wars is a big part of my history as a child rather, and a big part of my childhood as well as everything else as I was growing up. And I'm not going to bore you with the whole story. You can go watch my other Ask Avi episodes if you want to see about my various Star Wars childhoods. But Star Wars Battlefront was awesome. I actually had it on my PS2 back in the day, and I played it like crazy. I mean, I had such a good time with it. Played the first one and the second one. Both of them were great. I actually have Battlefront 2 on my PC, and I've a Let's Play series for it, actually, if you guys haven't watched that, that I did back this spring, and I'm going to be bringing it back this fall. I just want to take a break because I played Battlefront a lot. No, but Battlefront, it's a game that's very simple in its essence, but still extremely entertaining because it's Star Wars done properly. And that's something that I think a lot of games have kind of veered off from. You have stuff like The Force Unleashed, and you have stuff like Star Wars Connect, and you have all these Star Wars games that, quite frankly, I don't think have really uses the Star Wars medium very successfully. They haven't worked to use it in some way that shows respect to the franchise, I suppose. And they just try to spin it off in order to make money. And I think a Star Wars game, a good Star Wars game, hasn't been done right since about 2005, 2006 when we had Battlefront 2. Now, Battlefront 3 looked gorgeous, and now that we know it's been canceled, and it was about 96% complete, so the rumors say. But the fact that that's where it's at, I think, is phenomenal, because that's a game I think they should have finished and released and could have saved LucasArts from being collapsed when Disney picked it up. And that's something that's really rough, because that game looked gorgeous. It worked well. You could tell it was running based on 360 integrations, at least from the videos I've seen, because, X, A, Y, B, all that. And it worked well. It just had some really bad optimizational problems, and that's it. It really sucks to see that, because it could have been a great game. We would have gotten that, guys, we would have gotten that back in 2009 or 2010. And, I think it would have done extremely well, because it's Star Wars, but it's also a game that is really popular. And it has a loyal fan base, me included. I still play Battlefront 1 and 2. I still do all the time. But the one thing about Battlefront that I'm happy to see it come back is it's going to somebody I trust. Actually, right before I was shooting this video, I was rendering another video for my new series called Late Night Gaming with me and my friend Vanessa, and I was playing some Battlefield 3. Now, why am I connecting these two? Well, if you watched E3 this year, you know that DICE is taking over Star Wars Battlefront, and they're rebooting the franchise, it seems, based on the title. DICE does Battlefield, and they do it very well. And it's nice to know that the core DICE team is working on Battlefront. That means, guys, it's going to have some high quality. My projection is that you're going to have Battlefield 4 coming out later this year with the release of the next-gen consoles. And following that, we're going to see a lot more Battlefront stuff coming out after they've put out the game and have started working on it. So a lot of people are like, when do you think we'll see Battlefront, the actual game? And I'm thinking 2016. 2015, I think, it's possible. I know we're not going to see it in 2014. I really hope we aren't going to see it in 2014, because that means it's just been rushed, which I know DICE does not like to do. So I'm really hoping that we'll get it 2016, just so they have time to work with it, make sure the qualities are good. Because if you look at Battlefield's multiplayer, especially Battlefield 3, it is an amazing multiplayer experience. And now that they're working on having 64 players in one match on consoles, it would be awesome to have that in Battlefront, the reboot. And I think it'd be great. Now, the one thing I'm worried about is that DICE won't have third person. Third person is something that I think is extremely valuable to the Battlefront franchise, and I don't want to see that go away. While first person's great, and I play with it a lot, especially when I'm sniping in Battlefront 2, I also like third person. I like seeing my clone trooper, right? Seeing my stormtrooper. And I like actually having that interaction. So it'd be interesting to see how DICE is going to handle this. I would love to see them make it an amazing third-person and first-person shooter, and I think they definitely have the power to do so, but I'm not sure if that's the way they're going to go based on, their previous projects. So we're hoping that, hey, it will be. The other thing, though, that I don't want DICE to do is half-ass it, and I don't think they will by any means necessary. I mean, I think the only reason we saw a 23-second teaser is because EA's not stupid, and they know that Battlefront is one of the most popular franchises in the video game world of Star Wars, and to reboot that and do it, really well will give other things a run for their money. Except for Call of Duty, because, everyone plays that game, and I don't like it. I got on it for 2 games today, and I was just like, how is this fun? And then I got off. And then I went to Battlefield 3. No, but I think Star Wars will be great. I'm excited for Battlefront. Unfortunately, I don't know much, guys. I can't tell you much. I don't know anything. You guys know I love talking about secrets that I have, that I'm allowed to talk about and stuff like that, but I don't know anything. Until we see a little bit more, which I think we'll start seeing next year, there's really not much else to say on the topic of Battlefront, but it's something I'm extremely excited for. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Now, if you guys are excited for Battlefront and you want to leave your opinions in the box below called comments, please do so. Drop me a comment. Also, if you guys have something you'd like to see appear on Ask Avi, remember the show is every Tuesday and every Friday, so be sure to drop a comment, and who knows, it could end up on the show, and I could talk about it like I did today, talking about Battlefront. So do that. Send me Battlefront comments. I love you, Star Wars fanboys, fangirls. You're all awesome. We're all part of this big family. I can't wait to go to the Star Wars Expo thing next year. I'm totally going. I'm really excited. So maybe I'll see some of you guys there and all that jazz. So yeah. Remember, too, if you like the show, Ask Avi is very new. I've only done a couple episodes, and I have fun doing them, and I'd like it to continue doing them. So please help me out by liking this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, share it with your friends. Say, hey, cool, this is Sky Avi. He talks about stuff. You should go watch it. And then also go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I got plenty of good stuff coming, guys. Hit a couple bumps in the road because my computer went out, so I had to, build this really, really rigged one to make it, to be able to continue doing shows like this that I have scheduled. But it works, so it just takes forever to render. So who knows? I just got to kind of compensate for that, so we'll see. But I would appreciate it, guys, so feel free to do that. I'm off to go do a live stream of Skyrim. Hope you guys are going to drop by there. And I will see you guys this Friday with another Ask Avi episode. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Always.